What's up guys, welcome back. Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So his hair's huge. It's like it's up. Going that way. Might not fit it all in, but we'll do our best. So his head's going to be like down here because of all that crazy massive hair. Go. So we're going to go down here and we're going to do a check mark, kind of like a curve there, and then it checks up this way. And there's no eyebrows. In this version. So at the end of this check mark, you just do another sort of curved line up that way. Okay. And there's two little brow lines just there. This is the big eye. His head's in 3/4 pose. So they've changed up the eyes a little bit. So we've got, say, a line going that way, and then a line this way. And this is like the smaller sort of eye. And what they do, they seem to darken up these like a little bit. Like to make it a bit thicker. And then this line underneath is smaller than those. So it's a different kind of Dragon Ball eye now. It's kind of curvier. It's not like real sharp angles like we're used to. So his iris green, half circle under there, and then the pupil here. Then we'll do the other eye. So again, kind of like this sort of frowning sort of section here. And then his other eyebrow kind of comes out from this. Like a check mark going that way. And then comes out there. These little sort of hatching lines just for his brow there as well. Small line. And then a longer line here. Now this eye is about 3/4 the size of this one. Okay. Because we're in 3/4 pose. So like that width, if you take off 1/4 of it, that'll roughly give you the width of this eye. You know, from here to here. And then we'll do the small line there. And I'll just darken up these little corners on this part of his eye as well. Because they do make them blacker for some reason. Just a style change. And then his iris. Half circle there. And looking up with the pupil like that. So his nose, right this way, and then it curves around. It kind of reminds me of an upside down 7, like a little V going that way. And they always draw in the shadow underneath the nose. And then we have those cheek marks. And remember, hip pause if I go too fast. Same on the other side. And then a grumpy Dragon Ball downturned sort of mouth. So you can see sort of the curve of his head there now, coming down here. So his chin. There. So you can see that stuff is like all in a line. So the middle of his brow, like his edge of his nose, middle of his mouth, all down to his chin. So because we're in 3/4 pose, we have two different sides to his face. We have a cheek line and a jaw line. So the jaw line, we're going to go up this way, kind of in line with the mouth, just past his eyebrow in this case. So it goes, you want to hit the jaw about across from the mouth there, right? So we're going to go, right? So we're kind of horizontal across. That's where it starts to curve up. So where it starts to go up towards his ear. On this side then, it bends in and out to his cheek. And then it goes around the cheekbone. And then it goes just underneath his brow, curving slightly out at the top. Okay, so that's kind of how to do his face when it's in 3/4. And there's little sort of hatching lines under his bottom lip as well. Big ear now. So his earlobe is here. And the top of his ear is like coming out from behind his sideburn, which is there, right? Beside his eyebrow. So the top of the ear be part of the sideburn line, kind of. And their big ears in Dragon Ball comes out and around. And then inside. Easiest way to do ear lines is just that sort of, I call it a letter J, but it's like a little curved line there and a swivel coming out that way. Dragon Ball always like to do a bit more as well. They do that sort of thing and something here. Yeah, that's optional. I've seen some shows just do the J thing. So Vegeta's hairline. So we've got this big V, right, that goes down the middle of his forehead. That ties into his hair, especially in Super Saiyan 3. Or well, imagine Vegeta. I think normal Super Saiyan is it as well. So he's got this V anyway, just sort of curving here, see? It's like right in the middle. And then his hairline comes around, down, joins the sideburn. And on this side, we've got his forehead here. Normally they have, in the others, there's like a side of his headline, but there's none in this, so you can add it if you want. Page moving. So his hair, so I'm drawing this from 2 different pictures, so because I want to fit in the hair. This is like the close-up shot in the show. So we got like his body coming down there. But I will add the hair from a further away shot. So bear with me now. So we're going to go back of his neck because the hair kind of comes out from this here, right? So we'll just go, let's see what we can do in terms of hair spikes. So, and then there's like a big one that goes this way. And then back in. And then perhaps another. And that's that one. So let's try another one here. I think I'm right. And then we'll do another one this way. It's like there's a layer that comes around this way first. And I think this is the one that goes right down into the middle of his head. I think. Down to there. Went over a bit. There's like some textures here, I think. Maybe another bump, just joining that and a bit out that way. I'll just erase that line. This could be a texture line, but then we got like another hair spike coming out here, I think. And there's like some there's all textures on this, like coming around, and here as well. Kind of like that, right? So I'll just add the rest, and these will probably go off my page now because stuff is getting big. If you have more room, just bring those to a point or a spike. This is a real big one. Going up that way. And where's the back of that? Another one in there somewhere. There. So obviously all these go to a big spike, but I'll just add some texture lines on all these. Go. Okay, so that's pretty much his hair. So like it goes off it that way. It's massive. So if you have more room to fit more spikes in, we can. I just wanted to like get the face right anyway. That's why I'm so close up on him. I think he looks cool. It's funny the way he calls it Ultra Vegeta or something. When Goku's slagging him about not hitting Super Saiyan 4. It's funny. Anyway, his front of his neck is here. And then Adam's apple, they do this real simply. So they do like a neck muscle here and then there. Something there as well. And then, so he has those straps like on his shoulder. So I'm just going to carve over the shoulder there. And maybe here. And then his neck at the back. His trapezius muscle is there. And then this goes around his like shoulder. And it's just round. So it just goes like this way. I think his shoulder muscle just goes in there. And there's deltoid muscle like that. So it ties into his white armor. I'll do the details in the strap, but we'll just get the rest. So it like comes across his chest here. And there's like this little sort of edge line around all of this stuff. It's like his hand is here. Little hatching lines there. So his arm is folded over. So you can just see like the top of his wrist or his glove or something here. Just goes down like that. And then shoulder, tricep and bicep kind of thing there. So I'll finish off these straps. So he's got little lines that come across them. They like dip down. And they've double sort of lines that come across. Two, you can see two on that one. And then like here. I'm doing this like the easy way. There is a more complicated way, but kind of like that. And then we go over his neck for his blue collar. And then his chest muscles are just in here. And maybe like some blue sort of lightning just to fill up this space here. Make it more of a complete image. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, or Ultra Vegeta as he called it, his new form. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.